as the crowds at Oracle Arena look to cheer on the hometown Warriors. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against the Nets. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
Well, you know, you look at the Raptors, and they improved in a number of ways last season, but their bench play was one of their bigger improvements. I mean, they had one of the weaker benches in the league in 2014, but they flipped that around last year.
So for Toronto right now, Harper in at shooting guard. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Scola. Then it's Corey Joseph, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Shot clock at 3. Harper, no good. Greg, one thing about the Raptors last year, they made the moves they needed to in order to be sure to fix their bench, strengthen their bench. It showed on paper and in person.
Yeah, credit their front office. In 2014, they had a bottom 5 bench in terms of scoring. Last season, they flipped that, became a top 5 bench in terms of that scoring, and even had the 6th man of the year leading the way.
Lou Williams. So they take the lead.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone, really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Barnes, solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Harper. No good. The Warriors go the other way. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Barnes can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Screen by Scola from deep three-point range, and he gets it to go. No problem on the 3 from Harper. Harper's got his first 3 points of the game. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. A three-pointer is right on target.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Pass to Joseph. Back to Harper. Here's the 3. Another miss by Harper. The Warriors lead it. Thompson outside. Passes it to Ezeli. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's Harper. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was right on time.
And DeMar DeRozan, the star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back. Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto. Different look here for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for Maurice Spates. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Ezeli in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Thompson with the bucket.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight. And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
They get it back. Back to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Tries again. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Harper, no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And for Festus Ezeli, came in the first half.
Yes, Kevin.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Harper in at 2-guard. Powell is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Scola, and it's Joseph in at the point. Outside Curry.
Personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. Stephen Curry hits them both.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Joseph misses the shot. So we see the Warriors.
Yes, Kevin here.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Klay Thompson. During the second half, it seemed like he was simply on a mission. Really didn't let him. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. Mad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap.
Big homestand coming up. There's nothing better than playing in front of your home crowd, but there's also a certain level of pressure that comes with it. I don't get it done tonight, and not raise the sense of urgency even higher next time. So I'm just focused on this game and getting a W for the best fans in the world.
Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's East versus West here in Toronto. The Raptors out now with a whole new group. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Well, last year Toronto won their division and got bounced out in the first round. Same result, Clark, they had back in 2014.
Yeah, but you know, despite that sameness, they were an improved team last season, Kevin. They did a lot of the small things better in total, and I thought looked better and more cohesive as a group.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Jusuf Nurkic. Harris is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Arthur, and it's Laverne in at the 4 slot. Arthur kicks to Harris. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And as you mentioned, the Raptors did improve last season. I mean, they cut back on their turnovers a lot. They were top 3 in the league in terms of taking care of the basketball.
And Harris drops them both.
And as you said, the Raptors took care of the ball a lot better and as a result had more assists. They also cut back on their fouls, and that was helpful. Little things like that made them much more competitive as a team and helped lead them to those 49 wins.
The Nuggets trail. Arthur dishes to Harris. Here's Laverne. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Powell, the pass to Harper. Lets it go with the 3. And that one's good. Harper's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
Chandler, no good. Raptors leading by 3. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Joseph, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season. Fourth, the Nuggets.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success. And guys, a lot of problems for the Nuggets last year. Ended the season with a 30-52 record and really struggled even against the Eastern Conference.
Arthur kicks to Harris. Down low. That's good from Chandler on the assist by Harris.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
And again, no good by Toronto.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good from Arthur. There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Joseph dishes to Harper. Takes a 3. No luck. Tie game and some big points being put up on the... And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. More and more freshmen, Clark, making changes here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. So on the floor for Denver. Laverne is out there with Nurkic. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then there's Harris. And it's Arthur in at the 3 spot. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Lets it go from 11. That's good. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Here's Harper. Off target from outside.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Atlanta Hawks.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience. Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
For Toronto, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Powell, the pass to Harper. Another miss by Harper.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
From 12 feet out. Rebound by the Raptors. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Shot's good by Laverne.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Raptors trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here is Harper. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harper's got 6 points.
The rapid fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Now here is Augustine. Guarded closely. "18 feet away, and he knocks it down. He's got 8.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And a pretty tight.
Thank you, Kep.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to... 1:43 left to play here in the third. Harper in at shooting guard. Patrick Patterson is out there with Powell. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Biyombo at the 5, down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
This is how the Raptors stack up over the last 10 games. 8th and lowest turnovers per game. 12th in opponent points per game. And they're in the top half of the league in scoring as well. Not too shabby.
And call me crazy, but I really believe turnovers are one of those game-changing stats. Their ability to avoid those miscues and make the right play consistently has been tremendously important.
And guys, Bismack Biyombo, he got into a groove at the end of last season. After Al Jefferson went down, remember the month of April, he averaged nearly 9 rebounds a game, 2.5 blocks. He was all over the floor.
Yeah, and that's Bismack. I mean, he's that guy. He cleans the glass for you, intimidates shooters in the lane. He's not all the way consistent yet, but he's shown steady improvement.
Outside Harper. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column And that's what's translated to this league.
Talking about Bismack Biyombo, he entered the league as an extremely raw prospect. Was the 7th pick in 2011. His shot and general awareness were the biggest concerns. But last season, he shot over 60% from the...
Harper, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Will Barton is out there with DJ Augustine. Harper, no good. Here's Barton. So it's the Nuggets winning.